What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman for Awesemo.com, and I am back with my NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Thursday, March 31st. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comments section who your favorite plays are. And finally, shout out to No House Advantage for being the presenting sponsor of this video. Use the promo code Awesemo when signing up to get up to $25 on your first deposit. And we're rounding out the bottom of my top 10 with Saddiq Bey, Malik Monk, Royce O'Neal, Reggie Jackson, and Donovan Mitchell on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today? Time to find out. In first at number 5, we've got Kevin Love. He's power forward center eligible, 5,900, projected for 34.5. The goal is 39, and he's in the optimal lineup 20% of the time. It didn't go as well as you wanted it to last time for Love. He came off the bench behind Moses Brown. You expect him to still fill out the stat sheet a little bit more than he did. I gave Love 28 minutes in this one. 1.23 fantasy points per minute because we're missing Mobley and we're missing Allen. 27% usage. 16.5 points, 10 boards, so you're right at the double-double. 3 assists, maybe a stock. It's pace neutral against Atlanta. It should stay close. The fact that you could roster Kevin Love at power forward is the big item here. He's a little bit more flexible than you normally would get. And honestly, at a below 6K price tag, he's priced like he's not going to get extra minutes. At number 4, we head to Chicago for Zach LaVine. He's shooting guard small forward eligible, so you also get guard, forward, and utility. 8K, projected for 43. The goal is 50. He's in the optimal lineup 21% of the time. I gave him 36 minutes. He just plays an absolute ton. 1.2 fantasy points per minute in this spot. It is a bit of a pace down spot in nature, but he's taking on the Clippers. They're 3.5-point favorites. It should be competitive. You should get the full run of LaVine. 29% usage, 26 real points, 5 boards, 5 assists, and a stock. Again, you're looking for scoring here. When LaVine gets it going and he goes for north of 30, you're probably going to need him. He's going to do enough elsewhere, but he can score like the best of him, and he's about as efficient as it gets. I like getting to LaVine mostly due to this positional flexibility. At number 3, we're looking for value and going to Moses Brown. He is center eligible, just 3,200, projected for 23.5. The goal is 26, and he's in the optimal lineup 24% of the time. Brown started for the Cavs this last time out. Didn't play a lot late, but feels like he missed a rotation just because of the way the game was going. I gave him 24 minutes here. I think that seems reasonable, and I'm not projecting him all that well. I got him at a fantasy point per minute, 7 points, 10 boards, but 2 stocks, and that's the big piece. It's a minutes game here for Brown. He can get there in 20 minutes at 3,200. It's not all that crazy. Every extra minute that Moses Brown gets makes him significantly more likely to be in the optimal lineup because a $3,200 price tag for a starting center, that's something you can't ignore. Or you could pay up a little bit more to go to center Andre Drummond. He is center eligible, obviously. I just said that twice. 6K, projected for 36.5. The goal is 40. He's in the optimal lineup 28% of the time. You can see we're taking a step up in tier here. Drummond has played more minutes over the last 2 games, which is kind of interesting because they have LaMarcus Aldridge back and he's just not playing. So I gave Drummond 27 minutes. That's less than he's played in each of the last 2, so maybe there's even more upside here. 1.35 fantasy points per minute is real. 11.5 points, 13 boards, 2.5 stocks. It's a massive pace up spot for Brooklyn. They gained 2 possessions. It's a 1.5-point line against Milwaukee, so you expect it to be competitive. If Drummond continues to get those minutes, he's an incredible play today. 6K for a guy with his fantasy point per minute rates. That is way too low for a guy that has the potential to play 30 minutes. Now, before we get to that number 1 contender, one last reminder, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comments who your favorite plays are, and then go sign up at No House Advantage using the promo code Awesemo. Your number 1 contender for today is Caris LeVert. He's point guard, shooting guard eligible, 5,800, projected for 33. The goal is 39. He's in the optimal lineup 28% of the time. He's just playing significantly bigger minutes now that we have no Mobley and no Allen out there. They're missing some other guys as well. 34 minutes for LeVert, but if you told me he played 36 or 38, I think it would make sense. He's basically a fantasy point per minute guy. He's got 24% usage, 18 points, 5 boards, 5 assists. It's pace neutral. The line is 6, which is close enough for me to assume that Caris LeVert is just going to play the whole way. So I love the combo of LeVert and Drummond here. They both are tied with 28% odds of being in the optimal. LeVert gets the tiebreaker because I think he fits a little bit easier. So Caris LeVert is your #1 contender for today. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Thursday, March 31st. Well, there's a FanDuel version of this video around here somewhere, so check it out. Good luck tonight, everybody. Win some money. We are back again tomorrow morning for another edition of the Contenders.